Today I'm in northern Georgia, traveling to a consult. We were just literally driving by, did a U-turn, pulled off on the side of the road real quick to really kind of take in this breathtaking old mill and waterfall. We're meeting the clients. We got to go pick out the rock for the design. We're going to show them two concepts. I can't wait to get a tour of the house, kind of see what Joe and Roz are looking to do, and get this process started.
We're just now finishing our house that we've been working on for about 5 years. And in watching TV, we saw Lucas Lagoons and got in contact with Lucas and have him up here now looking at putting the final touches on a pool for us.
This is awesome. I love the old beams on the house too. It took 6 barns to build this?
Yes.
But that is so, I mean, the character. See this? This is unique. This is different. I like it. Well, good to see you, Joe.
Good to see you.
Ross, nice to see you.
Come on in if you'd like.
Heck yeah.
We felt that Lucas would be best qualified to design a one-of-a-kind pool for us to fit what we have done out here.
I mean, you would never know how old this house is.
This is not the house that I was promised when we got married, but I'm getting used to it and I'm beginning to like it. It's different and it's us, and I like rustic too, fortunately.
I guess we got to find an old barn and or 6 old barns.
That would have been underneath right down at foundation level. It got the name sleeper log because it was asleep under the foundation. This is all hand forged steel handrails.
Typically when I meet a client, I go up to see them first, but Joe and Roz actually flew down, met us at the design studio, picked us up. I wasn't able to go at that point. Jason went up with them and saw the house first. So this first design I'm doing kind of blind. I mean, they took pictures, I kind of knew what they were looking for, but I had never actually seen the site. I've come up with a concept, Jason has come up with a concept, so I'm really anxious to see kind of which one they lean towards and what the revisions are going to be.
20 years ago, she came to me and said, if you want to eat, you need to learn how to cook.
Because I'm done.
She's done. The kitchen is actually mine.
Yep.
I started collecting my first pieces back in 1980, and it was rock that came out of the fireplace at my father's old home. We tore down barns in Ohio, a barn in Pennsylvania built in the early 1700s to help with the construction here. All the brick came out of cotton mills in South Carolina. There are so many unusual pieces that you just don't find anywhere else that we brought into this house. The countertops in here are black walnut.
Like that, you hardly ever see like a wood countertop.
This is what's called spalted maple.
Spalted maple. Man, I love that. I'm not gonna bring my wife up here. She'll be like, well, my laundry room doesn't look like this. Oh, look at all the copper gutters. That's beautiful.
I'm like my father. He wasn't greedy. He just wanted everything that touched him.
Right?
Well, the railings that we put around the patio were to mimic mountain laurel, which is indigenous to our state. And I wanted something free-form that would just complement the outdoors.
Oh, I like the big fire pit too. That's cool. Wow. There's so much detail to everything. Even the generator for their home has its own house with 100-year-old European slate roof. I mean, this place is so cool. Like everything that they find in their travels, they've incorporated into this build. And that's, the kind of detail, that's the kind of passion that I love to work with. Well, this is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the pictures didn't do it justice. Man, love to build something like this one day. It's definitely not a cheap way to build. if you could say how much it was a square foot to build, it's got a lot of money in driveway. Probably driveway costs as much as my house. That's well built though. But like you said, you do it once, you do it right. I mean, this is gonna last forever. Like you could have built a house 3 times this size, I bet, for the money you got in this. But this is so well built. Like everything's gonna have a story. That's cool.
I love stories.
Yeah.
Now you're going down into the mine shaft.
Yeah, I like that.
Lucas was everything he portrayed on TV. His vision, his creativity, his not following mainstream. We had dealt with pool designers that had tried to come out here and create something for us, and they just never could get it. Lucas got it.
Wow, look at that. Yeah, I think we could enjoy that. That's beautiful. Man, what a wine cellar, huh? I just move in down here. I don't that'd be fine. Dude. Talk about a gun room. You must have a lot of guns to fill this.
Yes.
You got a couple.
1 or 2, I think.
This is a whole nother level. That is cool, huh? Like they actually found all these old boards and it's like real patina. You spent all that time to bend every other tooth?
Every other tooth to create the heavy gouge marks.
Yeah, so it looks old.
Which you wouldn't have gotten
right.
with a normal bandsaw.
Everywhere I go, everything that Joe points out to me is just something new, something more unique. I mean, this house is full of surprises, and that's really what I want for this pool as well.
One of the things people notice when they come in is that I have squirrel figurines everywhere, and that started about 20 years ago. My daughter found a baby squirrel, and I raised it, and just couldn't wait to get a squirrel every year. And the best thing about the house is that I have a squirrel room to raise wildlife in. I can let them loose in the room and they can't destruct too much. The squirrels do swim with us. We had a pool at our other house, but I've been collecting tree stumps. And so I'm hoping Lucas will incorporate those into the landscaping around the pool because they're really awesome, and I've spent time hand digging some of them, and we've popped some out of the ground with skid steers, and I just think they're going to add a bit of natural art.
We've collected so much. There's a grandfather clock that we bought on a trip to Nuremberg and had shipped back over. There's the antique timbers.
The keystone.
The keystones where we use the rocks out of the fireplace that came out of my grandfather's old home place. There's just so many different aspects, and I still do build hot rods.
Sounded like this is like the zombie apocalypse. Budgets are just kind of more of a guide.
Right.
I just want to build something cool. I don't care. I mean,
Well, you tell me what you want to do. You want to go see more of it, or you want to go downstairs and plug this in?
yeah, let's plug it in and get them. So Jason's trying to figure out how to hook our little story up to the TV. About to show the Hatfields here some magic. Starts on the TV, ends on the TV. Like all my designs, I put a lot of time into it, and I kind of get emotionally attached to them. I try not to be, because it's really a design about and for the client, but I'm really hoping that they like this design because I really love the direction it's going in. It's stoned the whole walls of the pool, so it looks like an old foundation. So we have like an outdoor kitchen underneath. We got a fire table. As you come around the lazy river, do like some bar stools, a lot of boulder work, a lot of hardscape work. Want to go into the second concept?
Yeah. So here we've got a little scaled down version, a few less structures, and then the pool itself, it's really just a kind of a cool place to splash, hang out. You've got a swim up bar over here, the lower patio that you can come in, sit in here. A lot of the landscape and elevation changes, I want to try and use the timbers and different things.
Even though the lazy river is bigger, a little less expensive to build because we don't have the huge waterfall structures and as much elevation change. That's more of like a rough stone veneering, but we could also do boulders.
It's a long slide.
Yeah. Again, this is conceptual, so you can hang out up here. Kids can get little squirrel. I'm definitely feeling a little bit nervous because I'm showing, Joe and Roz this design, and I don't know if they're just overwhelmed by taking it all in or they don't like it because they're not really saying a whole lot yet.
I think maybe it's a marriage between the two
Right, yeah.
to get where we need to be.
Country rubble, and then go up to 200%. See, that's gonna look just like basically what you have on your fireplace. I like the look of like the building. See that? And this will be one big kitchen room. You walk underneath the slide and do a door here, and that would be so you could go in to change or take a hot shower.
When we first saw the two designs, I was like blown away, and there were some things that I wanted to change, and Lucas didn't mind changing them. His ego is not all tied up, and it has to be what he says. He was more about pleasing us and giving us what we really wanted, and he did an awesome job.
Jason and Lucas have taken the time to listen to us and not to regurgitate what they felt the pool was supposed to be, but to create a pool that we wanted.
Lucas wasn't the first pool contractor that we talked to. So we definitely waited and got the best.
Our price should be going down.
Imagine the water's falling here. It's about the same width. You go through the waterfall, sit on the bar stools. This would be your swim up bar. When people come over, they always hang out around the kitchen, right? So if you put that out in the pool, that's where everyone congregates in the pool, and you can spend hours out there. I'm thinking like I'm still in Florida. I'm in Georgia on 50 acres. We can do whatever we want to out here.
So when we started out, I wanted a lazy river and a slide, but I decided that might be more maintenance work than I want to do. And I really want the people, our friends, to come and bring their kids, because we don't have any grandkids, and that was the main thing, was to have a fun place for everybody to get together.
Lazy rivers are cool, but you're concerned for children's safety. You know, I totally get that. And I just love the way this looks with like the old grist mill right here, just with the water coming right up to it. You know, we'll make those tweaks where we make this a swim up bar underneath the grotto. We'll kind of move the slide out a little bit. We'll do kind of a hot tub over in that area, fire pit over there. I think that's really cool. You know, as we're kind of talking through the design, we're realizing probably the lazy river is not a great idea, but the overall layout is really working. They love the way that looks. So as I start deleting things and tweaking things, I can see them getting really excited about it. Are you married yet? Did you get a wife?
We're married.
No.
Yes.
You got married? You didn't tell me that.
We didn't tell anybody.
Well, that's awesome. Well, congratulations. Well, what the hell? Well, come in here. Go back home. Oh, you beat me to it. So we're welcoming Paris to the family and the team. This is Paris, Jason's wife that just got married.
Yay.
Travel companion.
Oh yeah, go everywhere.
Yeah, so cool. Not only is Paris Jason's wife, but I was hoping maybe she could be our cheerleader, like,
Oh,
you know,
you never know.
motivate us to go team, go, you're doing great.
Yes, go Jason.
She's always gonna like cheer Jason on, and
For sure.
when really I want my design to win, so.
Oh, well.
Either way we win because we're a team and it's all
right.
Lucas Lagoons, so hey.
That's right.
How's that shrimp, Jason?
Barely hanging in there.
I have spicy, but not too hot. Jason, on the other hand, very hot.
Pull him down later.
There's so much to take in on this property. I mean, the main house is incredible. Then they have all these really cool buildings around the property. The property itself is beautiful. I mean, all the little details. I got to check out some cool old trucks, all the toys, so it's been a great day. So we're checking out the pavilion here. Oh, look at that. I said this would be a cool pool house. The breeze across, yeah, that's cool. Well thought out.
One year for Christmas, he gave me a winch for my truck. So the next year, I gave him a lady's antique writing desk.
She got more use out of the winch than I did in the writing desk.
Right.
She had to pull herself out of the ditch on the lawnmower many times.
Nice. I love the collaboration process. I mean, the Hatfields have great taste. They've done an incredible job with this house, and they have some great ideas for the pool. So as we're kind of working together, collaborating on this design, it's just getting better and better. I'm really excited to see where this design ends up. Is that an old Gatling gun?
Yes.
Wow, that's cool.
4570.
So this is what feeds the bullets in?
That's the magazine.
Magazine, yeah, so you just keep putting them in. It must not take long to empty that.
No.
You just go like...
As fast as you can crank it. They were brought into in the Civil War.
Remember Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
Yes.
He was just, what was that?
That minigun,
Yeah,
Predator.
yeah, it's a good, yeah, they all had those crazy,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, there's your backpack
Predator.
flamethrower.
That's crazy.
Still crash there.
Backpack flamethrower, oh
And the
my.
napalm mix is up on the shelf.
I think we got plenty of ammunition for now.
Okay.
Okay,
All you have to do now is
Yeah.
cock
Right.
the back,
Yeah.
pull it back,
yeah.
and then she's fired.
I got it. Wow, that's pretty, that's pretty good. That was it. That was kind of intense. I don't really shoot guns, so that was, wow.
This was an issue gun to the Macon, Georgia Police Department.
Wow. It's not like crazy, like you
No,
had to know
well-
what to expect.
This fires at a rate of about 600 rounds a minute. Well, I hope you enjoyed it.
I did, thank you very much.
Welcome. It's taken us 6 years to get this house built, and we realize that any type construction takes a while. And we look forward to seeing what Lucas comes up with on the final designs. And then I'm sure we're looking forward to that first scoop of dirt that I may let him play on one of my pieces of equipment to dig.
Well, I don't want you to just kind of see the pool and be like, oh, that's nice. I want you to be intrigued to walk around and try to start taking in all those little details.
I see it as a fun process, not as a pain, but you know, it's gonna be a challenge, as all builds are.
This was a great visit. We got a lot accomplished today. I mean, we started out with 2 concepts, narrowed it down to 1 concept, made some tweaks. We've talked about a lot of things they'd like to see.
I wanted the house, as my wife would say, to wrap its arms around you and say welcome.
Now we just have to go home, get back to work, finish up this design, and I can't wait to get started on this build.